Hey everyone, it's Hira Gopal back for another episode of my Behind the Scenes podcast. Today we will be talking about the Property Brothers
Is
and You
this the
Girls
right
and how
meeting ID?
Jamie, it's fine. Hey, Hira, how are you?
Howard, I'm recording my podcast right now.
I know, that's why we're here.
Who are you?
I'm Jamie. I'm the director of Semple's Words.
Oh, yeah, you're the one who has to take the ridiculous things he says and turn it into actual useful advice, right?
That's me.
I'm not sure that's fair.
I'm sure she didn't mean to offend.
I mean, sometimes I come up with actual useful advice too,
Yes, you do, Howard.
Oh, yeah, you do. From time to time. But again, what are you doing here? We just finished our 3-part interview about your show.
Yeah, but I had more to give.
And why is she here?
Tell her.
Well, Hira, Howard found that you could be a bit harsh about his advice, and so he wanted me to come to serve as a sort of Howard translator. You know, turning Howard speak into English.
Do you have to do a lot of that outside of the show?
You have no idea.
Well, Howard, what do you feel like you have to say?
People are important. People matter.
Excuse me? Jamie?
I got nothing. Howard, I think we all realize that people matter in the world, but what do you mean in this instance?
When you're talking to people, explaining what you're doing or trying to get them excited about your project, you have to understand what their perspective is.
Oh, like if you're stating details about a field to people unfamiliar with it, then you risk alienating them. They'll feel like you aren't speaking to them.
Yeah, it's like, I'm not part of the cool kids club that knows what all those fancy words mean, so you must not want me to understand.
That actually makes sense.
Thank you.
When people use too much jargon, it makes it really hard to connect with what someone is saying.
Yeah, and most of the time they aren't even aware that they're doing it. They need to remember to go back to when they didn't understand those words either and communicate it in a way that's accessible to their audience. And jargon comes in many forms, too.
Yeah, like, remember when Howard got all bro-tastic when Chad was around? I didn't understand what he was saying.
Totally, dude.
Yeah, it took him a while to get that out of his system. Good point, though, Howard.
Anything else?
Tell one story.
What story is that?
Oh, I think I know what he means. Sometimes when you have a lot to share about a project, you try to tell them everything you know, but then that never works because you overwhelm the audience.
I'm thirsty, but you hit me with a fire hose and now I'm blasted across the room. I'm in pain and I'm still thirsty. Just give me a nice cool drink of water. Gulp, 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 gulp. Ah, refreshing.
Kinda like the fire hose of the number of times you made us film you for the dancing intro.
Well, but that was a fire hose of awesome.
It was a fire hose of something.
And finally, live your voice.
Live your voice?
Live your voice?
Live your voice.
I got nothing.
Me neither.
Well, too many people get caught up in what other people think, and it causes them to muzzle their own voice, their own ideas. If you believe in something, share that belief. Sure, people might not agree with everything you say, but as long as you do and you feel you can back it up, then speak your truth. But people can only believe you if you believe you. Don't say that you don't believe because you think that's what they want. Nurture your own voice. You have special, important things to share in the world. Own them. Embrace them. Be who the world needs you to be. Be who you need you to be. That's where the magic is. Believe in yourself. Work hard. Collaborate with others who know things that you don't. And share. Share what you've got to make the world a better place. It may only be a little bit at a time, but that is important and valuable and awesome. Live your voice out into the world. We need you to. Live your voice.
Wow, Howard, that was really beautiful.
You know, I think I've got you pegged, and then you just do this
Yeah,
thing.
I know what you mean.
Authentic self, Just be your authentic self.
Howard,
I made up a song about it.
And we're back.
Oh, sing it with me. Authentic self. Just be your authentic self. Come on. Authentic self. Just be your authentic self. Authentic self.
Episode 4. Peter Civetta as Howard, Kalpita Chakotay as Hira, and Emily Somé as Jamie. Written by Peter Civetta, with Kalpita Chakotay, Emily Somé, Stephen Poon, and Megan Wood. Created by Northwestern's Office of Undergraduate Research and Northwestern IT, with funding provided by the Arthur Vining Davis Foundations.